When big fashion houses want millennials to take note of their latest collections, they give A$AP Rocky a call. The Harlem rap stalwart is famed for his loyalty to a handful of the world's greatest designers. From Chris Van Ash at Dior Homme to Raf Simons at Calvin Klein, Rocky has been spotted at fashion shows, on photo shoots, and just strolling down the street wearing some of the most expensive, good-looking fits we've seen in a long time. But where do his limits lie? While most rappers have their favorite brands or like to keep their style pretty low-key, Rocky isn't afraid to push the limits of his wardrobe, mixing mad colors, cult brands, or just straight up rocking some of the most audacious pieces we've seen off the runway. But which of his boundary-pushing looks are his best? Here are the 10 times A$AP Rocky truly tested the limits of his style. Look 1. The Lifesaver. Rocky is famous for delivering some of the best street style around. But the Problems hitmaker really took us, and meme makers, by surprise when he was shot at Milan Fashion Week in this look. What's underneath is pretty low-key. The custom Nikes, rolled-up yellow sweats, and gray Gucci hoodie is a killer look in itself. But Rocky pushed the boat out, no pun intended, by layering this life jacket-style Balenciaga puffer on top. Jack and Rose, eat your heart out. Look 2. The Mosh Pit Coord. Ever since Rocky joined forces with Dior Homme as the face of the brand for Fall/Winter 16, he's been spotted wearing some of the label's most fearless looks. Take, for example, this denim jacket and jean coord, created by Dior's very own Chris Van Ash for his FW17 collection. Look closely, and you'll make out the faces of some rioting kids in a mosh pit. Rocky was spotted donning this look on his way to that very season's show, giving fashion heads a sneak preview at the fashion house's youth and rave culture lineup. Look 3. Track Pant God. Okay, we're cheating a little here. This isn't really a look, more of a well-styled photo, but that doesn't mean Rocky isn't looking fire here. In spring 2018, Rocky fronted the lookbook for a tracksuit collab between his brand OG and Japan's streetwear kings Needles. In this shot, arguably the lookbook's best, Rocky is draped in every colorway from the collab, making him look like a kind of streetwear deity. 0 points for practicality, top of the class for creativity. Look 4. Clashing Camo. It's not surprising to see Rocky flexing V-Lone. After all, he's one of the brand's founders, alongside other key members of the A$AP mob. But learning how to wear camo in a way that makes it look less military and more bona fide streetwear can be difficult. So here, Rocky throws the idea of a statement piece out of the window, repping a pink camo V-Lone tee that pairs with some bold orange cargo pants in the same pattern. Looking for minimalism in this fit? The best you're going to get is Rocky's makeshift shoestring belt. Look 5. The Trash Bag Puffer. By now, we've all seen those memes of streetwear's most iconic stars being swallowed up by gigantic Photoshop jackets, a riff on the trend Demna Gvasalia gave us with his oversized Balenciaga outerwear. But Rocky flexing it IRL makes the huge puffer look less like a meme and more like a serious trend we want to be a part of. Spotted on the streets of NYC, he was seen wearing a Raf Simons puffer so big it almost looks like a trash bag. Paired with some Thrasher sweats and a beanie, it's a surprisingly low-key look that throws everything into its killer silhouette. Look 6. Lab Rat. Seeing Raf Simons and A$AP Rocky in the same sentence always suggests there's some artistic genius in the works, and this outfit is no exception to the rule. As part of his Lab Rat performance art piece staged at Sotheby's just before testing dropped, the certified fashion killer donned this outfit straight off the Calvin Klein 205 West 39 NYC AW18 runway, courtesy of Raf himself. Like a dystopian sci-fi take on the construction aesthetic trend, this beat-up look, complete with work boots, isn't exactly street-ready, but proves Rocky is always light years ahead of the rest of us with his daredevil looks. Look 7. His baggy cargo pants. If there's one thing Rocky has down to a T, it's his take on the oversized trend. Case in point, this simple look. Spotted on the streets of Los Angeles with Kendall Jenner, Rocky wore a plain white t-shirt, a utility bag, and classic old-school Vans, but it was those gigantic navy cargo pants that everybody had their eyes on. Part goth raver, part construction worker, Rocky merged the moment's biggest trends to create a pair of pants we're all desperate to get our hands on. Look 8. Monogram Overload. Based on this fit, the phrase "less is more" means nothing to A$AP Rocky, as he brings Gucci, Louis, and Fendi's biggest prints to one look. In a brilliant homage to the revamped vintage monogram trend, He rocks a bright red pair of Supreme x Louis Vuitton pants with a bluish-pink Gucci logo sweater, layering it with a ridiculously cool shearling Fendi coat, covered in the brand's emblem. Here, he breaks just about every color-matching rule in the book, but winds up looking fire anyway. Look 9. The hashtag Cozy Boy blanket. All Rocky has to do to get his fans talking is turn out a killer outfit. So, when he was sick for his Steez Day performance in New York City, the 29-year-old avoided letting down the crowd by keeping himself warm on stage, while still looking mad luxury. Rocky showed up on stage draped in a camel Hermes blanket costing a cool $1,525, paired with some Rick Owens pants and his staple old-school sneakers. Love it or hate it, this is one seriously expensive take on the hashtag Cozy Boy trend. Look 10. The pattern clash. The trick to pulling off clashing patterns is knowing how to look good wearing them, as Rocky proved when he was spotted in this getup when leaving a hotel with his then-girlfriend Kendall Jenner. Here, he kept his base items simple, a lilac t-shirt and some suede Alexander Wang boots, but everything loud was layered on top. Over an already bold aqua and purple checkered shirt, he wore a one-off jacket by graphic designer Charlotte Meva Perret. Look closer at the shoulder. Over the digital floral print, you can spot yet another mad detail, Raf Simons' face. And on the bottom, another bespoke piece, custom paint splatter jeans from the Australian designer Polly Bonamelli, known better as Him I'm Dead. Remember, just because you're not part of the ASAP mob or a member of rap royalty doesn't mean you can't rock these looks yourself. If you've got the confidence, and pockets just as deep, you too can rock some of these sick trends, just like Rocky does. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment with your thoughts below. For more on ASAP Rocky and more on the brands featured here, visit Highsnobiety.com.